Hey guys, welcome to the fifth and final set between Denzak and DJ Elliott. We have Denzak starting in the upper right hand corner in purple. We have DJ Elliott starting at the 9 o'clock position in white, and this is going to be on Tau Cross. And I've got to favor Denzak a little bit on this map. This is one of those maps where you can be really annoying as a Protoss player. You can run up, put pylon, gateway, cannon rush right there, really delay that natural expansion, or even put some buildings right there and then do kind of a zealot rush and isolate out that natural expansion if you go for a 12th hatch. And I've seen DJ Elliott 12th hatch almost every single game, and I feel like it's difficult to pull off. Beyond that, you don't have a ramp really to protect. I feel like Protoss can easily walk out, take this natural expansion and a fairly easy to defend ramp right there. You can line up some Dragoons, line up some Psystorms. It's just, and that's really the big thing is I feel like Psystorm's very powerful in this map. If you stage and engage your fights at the right area, if you kind of guard this area, if you kind of keep an eye on that area, yeah, you can see where Psystorm can really provide some excellent help. It's whenever you see, I almost feel like map analysis 101. Whenever you see open areas like that, where there's just like open field for Zerg, that's a great engagement point for them because they can do the swarming, they can do the surrounding, they can do the flanking. Whenever you see just kind of those funnels, they tend to be a lot more favorable for Zerg, for Protoss versus Zerg, because you can Psystorm, you can put Zealot walls up, you can have your Dragoons hitting from that back edge, things like that. So Tau Cross, it just depends on the engagement point, because if the Zealots and Dragoons engage in this area per se, that could be devastating. But if they're engaging again like along that ramp side and Denzak decides to play more of kind of a long-term macro game, tries to just shell up something like that, it can really pay off. So you can see that drone actually coming in. He wants to try to blockade this little area. You can see he was just planning there, wanted to make sure he didn't get a pylon planted right there, and I think that's why he, instead of going and planning the expansion, went for the pool first, and additionally kind of tried to play at that gap. And right now Denzak, knowing that that mineral count was going to be somewhere around there, decided to go blockade a little bit, and it looks like we're going to see some Zerglings first to try to deal with that probe before that natural expansion is being planted. And seeing a 1-gate opening inside of Denzak's base, and he's doing a 1-gate tech build. Interesting. I kind of want to see where this is going. So 1-gate tech having a little trouble getting that one probe away from it, and man, that probe was just sitting there forever before getting into gas. Finally, that expansion being planted. The Zergling's going to be able to get out though, and immediately take out that probe scout. So there's the Zergling culprit, and he's going to run forward. And honestly, I'm not seeing a single Zealot in Denzak's base, and I almost wonder if he's going to get run over right now against these 6 Zerglings. These 6 Zerglings, his best bet is to move this probe out and have him distracting, because if these Zerglings run directly into his base, there's nothing he can do to stop it. Absolutely nothing. And okay, it looks like lucky, but 2 Zerglings still trailing. And keep in mind, 2 Zerglings versus just a single Zealot. If they wander in, they see just that one Zealot. The other Zerglings might turn around and just immediately join. Oh no, they're going to join with the fray. They're turning around and they're going to approach, and oh, this is going to be dangerous. Very close timing. Let's see, 2 Zerglings wandering up, seeing only the single Zealot. I wonder how long it's going to be before they realize they need to be in attack mode. Brilliant maneuver there on Denzak. You can see he wanted to isolate that Zealot in the corner, bring some probes off the line to try to help defend, and really dodged a bullet right there with kind of that drone distraction. He's not out of the woods yet, in my opinion, but still, yeah, very risky. He's going to have the 2 Zealots that should help deal with it. And an interesting adjustment from DJ Elliott, realizing that he's going against 1 base tech, realizing, and I like this, taking the 12 o'clock base immediately before he even has this natural expansion saturated. So Citadel of Adun, looks like we're going to see a 1 base DT build, which very vulnerable. Wow, 1 base DT, a couple Zerglings just sitting out on the corner. Yeah, this almost reminds me of way old school Zerg versus Protoss versus Zerg, but still playing fairly risky. The Zergling's going to be able to wander right in, and I feel like DJ Elliott has an excellent advantage. Is able to see all this. Looks like DJ Elliott also supply capped himself loot well, not anymore. Lost a couple of probes right there, and you can just see, yeah, there's a little bit of a supply delay, but that 12 o'clock base is going to be huge, particularly if, and I think this is kind of along the lines of a weird modified maybe hatch build, although it looks like he's pulled off gas altogether, wants to pump drones, wants to pump a couple more troops, maybe even go all-in Zergling at this stage. Yeah, he's building a lot of Zerglings. He's going to try to all-in this with just nothing but 3 hatch Zergling to follow up, and this is going to be, and he needs to do it honestly, because he stopped mining gas, didn't plan a Hydralisk Den. So he's got to win it not only with this, but just with the Zerglings he has out in the field. Hopefully he'll have this Overlord in the bottom right-hand corner how long it can hide is really going to be the key, because these overlords are going to be at the complete mercy of these Corsairs in the front field. DJ Elliott, even though he had a nice advantage, as long as he had kept mining gas and got some Hydralisks, or maybe even get an evolution chamber down, he would have been okay to deal against these Corsairs. But right now he has nothing to deal with it, but building a lot of Zerglings, and it's going to be close, because it's going to be the Templar Archives. How long will these Zealots hold out? How long will they be able to delay? And will they be able to survive until even a single Dark Templar gets out in the field? Because if a single Dark Templar makes it, that could very well be GG. These 3 Zealots running back, I almost feel like they need to sacrifice themselves in order to buy time right now, but instead they're pulling back the line. That evolution, oh wow, this is going to be close. There the Templar Archives is finishing the 3 Zealots running back into the base, probes coming off the line. Again, this entire match could be just these Zealots and these Zerglings buying enough, these Zealots and these probes buying enough time against the Zerglings to get this Dark Templar building. There's the Templar Archives. I don't see a Dark Templar building though. Finally the Dark Templar building. There's going to be one Zealot trying to buy as much time as possible. These Zerglings look like they have the upper hand. More Zerglings flooding in. This is going to be extremely close. 2 Dark Templar coming along the way. In the meantime, I assume those Overlords are starting. It doesn't look like actually like the Overlords are getting killed. The Zerglings running rampant, but they need to focus on these gateways. One gateway is being focused down. The second gateway, though, looks like it just might get that Dark Templar out. And now it's going to be very, very close. The Corsair, wow, it's possible that Denzak might be able to win this game. The Dark Templar is out. Let's see if he can save the Nexus. There's not 400 resources left. Could be a micro victory here though, because now you have the Dark Templar working against these Zerglings in the corner. What the Corsair needs to do is knock down every single Overlord it can in sight. What DJ Elliott needs to do is he just needs to, sorry about that, he needs to just pump as many Overlords, maybe even get an evolution chamber down. He has Hydralisks. Actually, the best situation for him would just be to get that evolution chamber down, get a spore colony in his base, and just, yeah, let these Zerglings go wild and go for an elimination match. I think that DJ Elliott is going to be able to pull this, because he's just going rampant with these Zerglings at Denzak's main. So Denzak playing very risky, not going for that fast expansion. This Dark Templar now in open field. He's not going to be able to eliminate before he does have the second kills, actually abandoning the base in the meantime, running with his Corsairs, and he is going to get eliminated. Ouch, and that hurts. Going to get eliminated. His Templar Archives and his Assimilator getting knocked out, but I would say a very exciting final match. Denzak, well, maybe not. Okay, nope, one last pylon. Dark Templar did make it to the main in the meantime, and I don't see a probe anywhere out in the field, so it looks like that is going to be it. Dark Templar reigning free, taking out some drones, and honestly might want to ignore the drones at this stage and just start going for the buildings. But actually, between the Sunken Colony and that Overlord and these Hydralisks, that should be it. That should be it right there, unless I'm missing a building someplace. Nope, that was it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Couldn't even call it GG before the elimination. Great matches. Denzak eliminated, falling to DJ Elliott. Congratulations to DJ Elliott being the champion of all Reddit, or at least the Starcraft section. Thank you for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.